I'm guessing it's just us then, so we won't need the TVs of the Lears.
Yes.
TV of the Lear.
TV of King Lear.
Oh.
Well, there's news. News is afoot.
I've heard one of the news. If the news you've heard of news of I've heard.
Ah, yes, I am, of course, talking about the fact that you'll soon be able to get Shaman in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, whatever it's called.
Oh, well, I've already got Shaman in Pokemon Legends Arceus, bitch. So,
The Patrician's game.
Because Pokemon Legends Arceus is made to be a one-player experience, and you can, in fact, complete the Pokedex on your own. Yeah. Even though technically you don't need Shaman or Darkrai for the Pokedex, but you can get them anyway. Actually, those ones I think you can only get if you've got a saved file from Sword and Shield, maybe.
Oh, strange.
But either way, and then there was like a Pokemon you could only get if you've got a saved file with Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. But they don't count towards they're the mythical Pokemon.
Yeah. Same as in the base games.
And then there's Manaphy and Fione or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And the only way to get them is by doing a side quest, which is the only way to solve the side quest is by reading one specific book in a library in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Not in real life. Okay.
No. But there's basically just one text box of dialogue that will let you solve that side quest. So yeah, I had to look that up.
Yeah. There is also new content coming out for Legends Arceus. A free update just with extra missions and content.
I think that's already come out. That's their Daybreak update or whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there is also new content out for Pokemon Legends Arceus. We record that line, but change the tense.
And that's all the Pokemon news that there has been.
Yeah, we're going to spend the rest of the podcast talking about Russia's military failings in Ukraine.
Yeah. With only a month or so passing since the release of Legends Arceus, there has been no new Pokemon news.
Wasn't that a bit on... I don't think you've watched Time Trumpet, have you? There was a bit where, it was like a satirical prediction of the future. So it was set further in the future, looking back on things that had happened in the past, but with the future to us. And there was a sketch where they were like, for one day in 2011 or whatever, there was no news at all. There's just a load of clips of newsreaders just sort of shuffling their papers in the bar on the bottom, just like, no news. There is no news. It's like that.
Yeah.
I suppose you probably ought to mention there was one other little thing.
Oh, they've planned the next games or something, haven't they? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. I heard some rumour about it.
That's cool. Right. Anyway, on bigger news, Catherine Tate's Nan is getting a movie. And we better talk about Pokemon for a bit.
Yeah.
But that is some actual news.
Scarlet and Violet.
Early days, can't say what I feel about it at the moment, really.
Yeah. They still don't understand how to make graphics. It still looked really shoddy. I don't understand how they keep doing this, but there we are. It's...
Because, Game Freak haven't really ever been known for their graphics. No. Not only that, it's people compare it to games that were released on Wii U and stuff before Switch, so it was kind of...
Well, no, I'm comparing it to other games on the Switch, and it just looks...
Yeah.
It looks crap. Like we've mentioned before, I don't care about that personally, but I still do think that it's taking the piss. So it looks like they're set in an Iberia-based region, so Spain and Portugal.
Okay.
Because there's a big Sagrada Familia in the trailer.
In the trawler.
Yeah. And there's have you seen the new starters?
Yeah, I watched the trailer, yeah. Can't say any of them really interest me too much. Well, I think if I had to pick one of the three, I'd pick the duck.
Yeah, they're continuing. I need to see the final Evos before I make my mind up. They're continuing the trend of the starters looking like shit deviant art fake mons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I will say, from my initial disgust, I am now of the opinion that they are fine. I don't like them, but they're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah,
We've had worse.
yeah, exactly. Gen 8. I had a little look again, and I think they look fine.
Yeah. No.
There's a cute little cat, and everyone's assuming that by its final evolution, it'll be stood up and muscular, because that's how it works.
Or stood up and sexy. It could go either
Yes.
way.
Why not both?
Well, yeah. You could different forms for different genders with Pokemon.
Different forms for different norms.
More, morns. Yeah. Pokemorns. We are Pokemorning by this point. No.
It's the Poke Twilight of the franchise.
Yeah. I don't know.
Although there's a
I can't
Poke
say,
New Dawn that's just been released for Pokemon Legends Arceus, wasn't it? I think. What was it?
Oh,
Was
it
it
was.
called
Yeah,
New
it was like. Oh no, it was like Daybreak or something.
What's New Dawn?
It's Twilight, I think.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. That's just reminded me. I need to buy and read that Wheel of Time prequel that I somehow still never read, despite being a huge fan.
Oh. Yeah, what can I say? I'll probably get one of them and play it, see what it's like, but I'm not really excited. I'm hoping they try and incorporate some stuff from maybe the Legends game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We should
Now-
say the trailer did look more open world than before, but I mean,
But it didn't
you
look
don't-
as open world as, say, the Legends game, did it?
well, couldn't really tell. We
Well,
didn't
no,
didn't,
that's
didn't
what-
see anything. They just
it
showed
didn't
a big
really-
open world area, but that could just
it
be a
didn't really
wild
seem
area
like
in the middle of the
yeah.
middle of the region again. But you'd hope, like you say, that they.
They'd incorporate some of
Yeah.
it, yeah. You'd hope that maybe like Legends was their tester at the open world to see how they could incorporate it into the next proper
Yeah, that'd be
gen.
good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, nothing really else to say about
And
Oh.
it's due pretty soon, which actually makes me think it feels quite rushed.
that. That's just how it always is.
No, but for Pokemon, like we've
Well,
had
we don't-
two Pokemon games released within the past couple of months now, and then this one's due to be released late this year, possibly.
But you'd assume that this is the same team that was working on Sword and Shield in the expansion passes, and then they had another team working on Legends Arceus.
Okay, yeah. No, I didn't think about it about that. You've got, better not. Gonna go into jokes about Asian sweatshops and stuff.
Yeah.
Not
Mind
gonna
you,
go down that road.
Do you remember I sent you that? I linked that video to you once. Of it was like a documentary about them making an OVA.
Oh, Animu. Yeah.
For Little Witch Academia, and it was literally just like you've got to come in at 6 a.m. and work
Yeah.
until midnight
6 p.m. Well, yeah.
because your boss doesn't care if there's not enough hours in the day to do your work. It's
Yeah.
And one of the comments on the video summed it up perfectly, which was, "This is somehow the most depressing and uplifting thing I've ever seen."
It inspires me because they did it.
Yeah.
But fucking hell, man. Yeah.
So, yeah. Actually, that also reminds me, talking about Asian sweatshops, about in school. I think it was in mock
Oh, you
GCSE.
basement.
in
Yeah.
I think it was in year 10. We had to write a little story about our holidays, and I wrote a story about when I went to Ho Chi Minh City and was kidnapped and forced to make footballs for Adidas for 17 years.
Did you ever get a talking to by any of the teachers? Or?
No, but I remember on the marking it says like, "Try not to get carried away." Unfortunately, I never listened.
Just like a precursor of what your life is like now. In terms of like writing and humor, not in terms of
Yes.
like owning any sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was working in it. But
Yeah, I know.
'Cause how
You
old was
rose
I?
up among the ranks. You're in charge now.
I would have been, I think, 14, 15.
Yeah.
And in the story, I made footballs for 17 years on my last holiday. Oh, dear.
To give it 2 or 3 years, you'll be the age you were making the footballs till.
Ah, there we are. Yeah. That's my secret hobby. I fly out to Ho Chi Minh City and make big footballs for Adidas.
Where's Ho Chi Minh City?
Vietnam?
Vietnam. You know the city, you don't know the place.
I think it's in Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam. I was getting mixed up with Thailand. No, it's in Vietnam. Other news, a bit of news. You know, Epic Games.
Oh yeah.
You know,
It did take me a
Bandcamp.
second. It did take me a second.
Yeah. Do you know
Oh.
Bandcamp?
I remember this one time at Bandcamp where
I put my deck in
shoved
my.
Yeah.
It's a site.
No, I don't know any.
It's a site for
other-
selling music. It's kind of like Steam, but for
okay.
music in a sense. A lot of like more sort of indie sort of artists release things on there, and a lot of game soundtracks are released on there from indie games generally.
Okay.
But that's just been bought by Epic Games, has Bandcamp,
Oh, okay.
which is interesting. There's kind of theories that they want to use some of the storefront technology because the Epic Games store is an absolute shithole in terms of usability and design. So perhaps they're after some of the technology and it spreading into new verticals.
If you can't do it yourselves, get other people to do it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, Xander will be here now.
Oh, I'll be there now in a minute. If only there was some way of knowing that we did this every week. Oh well. I'm not getting into that.
I mean, well, better track record than some people.
Yeah, that's why I'm not getting into it.
Better late than never. Okay?
Exactly. Letter Nathan Bever. Letter Nathan Bever.
Blatantly better.
Better is blatantly better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was all my news.
Oh, okay. Well, I did, like I said, Catherine Tate's Nan is getting a movie.
I thought there was already one, if I'm honest. I know she had a TV show, that was it. She had like a chat show, didn't she? Yeah.
Oh, I think I did. Well, I didn't know that.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
And from the trailer, it looks like one of those films that's released 10 years after it probably should.
Yes.
Not in terms of like, it feels like they're touching on like PC issues a bit too much or whatever, but more just like they all look a bit older and it's like there's no hype for this really. Yeah.
Has he been in anything recently? And I also didn't realise he only had one T in his name.
Matthew. Yeah, it looks alright. I might watch it when it's cheap enough on DVD in the bargain bin.
that's a glowing review.
Well, no, like if a DVD is like under a tenner or something, then I might think, all right, I don't mind paying like £7-8 for a Catherine Tate Nan DVD if I haven't already found it in other ways.
Yeah.
Well,
so when was the TV show out? 2014 to 15.
Okay.
So it's like, so the Catherine Tate show ended in 2007. Nan had a one-off special in 2009, then a 3-episode series. Oh no, another special in 2014. Then 2 episodes in 2015. And now a film in 2022, or wherever it's coming out. They're really drawing it out, aren't they?
Yeah. They want to do Nan until the point that Catherine Tate is old enough not to need the makeup.
Yeah.
And then she can just come in every day and just do a Nan episode without any hassle. It's cheap and easy.
Yeah. Just like Well, insert whoever you want there. I would say, I just looked over my calendar and saw my reminder, so I'll mention it here as well. I've made all of the Cyber Sleuth Part 1 to 40 videos public today.
Oh, okay.
On Misty Trees, so they're all now fully moved over and we're all caught up.
Misty Tree. Oh shit! Yeah. Well, that channel is going to go downhill from the 2 viewers to none.
I mean,
he's not going to have like a regular update. That's what I was going with.
Yeah, I know, but like as I've mentioned, the old ones no one watches,
No, that's what I
so
meant.
it won't make any difference that those have stopped.
No, that's what.
It won't go downhill, but it's already at rock bottom.
Okay.
Can't go any lower. Oh, I will mention as well, whilst we're talking about that, I've done a lot of stuff without the episode, ready to prepare us.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah, I won't go.
Oh shit! Okay.
I won't go into details. I'll save it for in the episode.
Within the episode, yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of the bug of having a problem to solve kind of dug into me, and I got us in a good
After
spot.
everything of saying like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly. All it took was oh, wait a minute, a problem and a strategy. Let's enact it.
All it took was no one bugging you and you just got on with it.
No, I just did it during work.
Oh, okay.
got it up on my new big telly.
Oh. Chew Big Nelly.
That's the one. There's Nelly the elephant there. Or Big Nelly as we call her. Any other transmissions? Any ETAs?
Oh no, he said he'll be there now. That was 5 minutes ago. Very now.
Wary now.
Very now. Very now?
Prairie. And how?
Prairie Hound. Yeah. Prairie and how? Well, so that what we got then is Digimon this week?
Digimon this week.
Nice, okay.
Tomorrow, if I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Everything else, yeah.
I think I literally the only 2 things I had noted down was Pokemon and Nan.
Yeah. There is obvious kind of, as last week, there is kind of big real world news going on, but I feel like...
Yeah, I'm not the right person to be talking to about with all that.
I feel like that's probably covered on the news channels.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's the problem. I wish I'd bought this prequel, New Spring, before the TV show Wheel of Time came out, because when that happens, all the book covers change.
Oh, what? In order to like incorporate the prequel into it?
I'll check out. I'll look at like Blackwells, somewhere like them. Waterstones. Oh, do they exist even anymore?
Oh, I've heard of them in a while. No.
What's the other one? Foils. That's another good one. They're not owned by a. Actually, that's a good point. Isn't Waterstones owned by like a Russian oligarch or something? Maybe we should be boycotting them.
I don't know. Oh, I've got.
Oh no!
I came up.
Waterstones bought Foils in 2018. my method. It's over.
Oh no!
I'm sure someone I used to work with told me they were owned by a Russian billionaire once. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I've come up with a little list of like ideas for D&D characters if I ever get round to playing it again.
Oh yes.
So we know of my magic train driver.
Yeah.
And I've got completely useless in most situations, but becomes OP for comedic purposes only. So it can only be as long as it's funny. My character's actually useful. A genie-like creature who can only grant monkey paw wishes, or not a genie but a meanie, bound to a person who releases him until the person can grant him the free wishes instead. Yeah, that's kind of nice little list. I thought, okay, they're quite fun characters.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
I
All right.
didn't want to interrupt.
We
What are you
were
talking
literally
about?
just kind of trying to fill the time until you got here.
Sorry, you should just continue that way. Sorry.
Well,
yeah.
we've done it. We said everything.
Yeah, we do have much
Yeah,
else.
okay. Hello,
Didn't
yeah,
really
sorry,
know
mate.
where to go.
How is everyone?
Good.
Yeah.
Good and food. Great. So thanks. Join us next time for.
Yeah.
Are we going to do film of the year?
Yes.
Not film of the year, TV show of the
Yeah,
year.
TV of the year. Yeah.
What was
I
it?
guess I'm not the only one who gets that wrong. Right, I'll stop looking for previous editions of New Spring. I know it's out of stock in foils. God damn it! I'll have to.
Oh, no.
I'll have to buy the first edition from Blackwell's instead. Oh well, collector's item, I guess. Cool. So, not Wheel of Time. What's it called? TV of the Year.
TV of the time.
TV of the TV Times.
TV times of the year.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, I've got one step closer to actually starting
they?
that reaction channel that I set up and
Oh,
then never did
okay.
any reactions because I was thinking heavily about the series
Okay.
and I thought I need to get this off my chest and I just recorded like a 20-minute rant about it. So I'm going to try and edit that into something.
Okay. It's not quite a reaction, but it's like a review type thing.
Yeah, a moan.
Okay. No. It's a
That's-
start.
That's Red Eagle Reviews.
It will never happen.
What year are we on now?
2003.
2003. 2003 aprende
Oh,
missis.
yeah, we started secondary school.
Stub she stub said. Yes. So, as is tradition, whoever he is, Alex, would you like to go first?
You say whoever he is.
Yeah, Aziz, Aziz tradition.
Oh, okay. So I only have five. Don't have any honourable mentions for this year. So number 5 is Creature Comforts. Does anyone remember
Nice.
that?
Of course.
Oh, I freaking
amazing.
love that show. What a
And-
great show.
They're all uploaded officially to YouTube as well on the Aardman channel.
Really? Oh,
One of the
okay, I need
Aardman
to
channels,
watch
anyway.
those.
'Cause
That's really nostalgic. I need to watch those.
Aardman did this weird thing where they had Aardman and then they had Aardman Dark Side for all the things that basically weren't Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep.
Oh.
And then
For when they get a little bit too drunk when making animations.
Whoa. This plasticine is
imagine
not
making those
flopper.
models drunk.
And then Angry Kid became really popular on Aardman Dark Side, so they basically took over that channel. It just
Oh,
became the
Aardman.
Angry Kid channel. And
I
then
didn't know that was happening.
later, at some point, they had a third channel called Ard Boiled that was for like other people's animations, like fan and community animations and things, to give them a little platform. But then because the other channel became an Angry Kid channel, they're now re-uploading everything that was on Aardman Dark Side onto Ard Boiled, and now there's no fan area. Very confusing. But anyway, they're all there somewhere, is my point.
Okay, I have to watch some Creature Comforts. That'll be nostalgic.
It's amazing. It's one of
And,
my absolute favourites. Spoilers.
Yeah, no, it's good. I haven't watched it in years. I think I watched maybe the first sort of season when it came out because we tuned into it every week. And then I think it only had like 2 seasons, isn't it?
Yeah, not many.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's funny. Number 4 is Punked. Anyone else remember watching that?
I know it. I never watched it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Don't know it really.
Yeah. Oh, great. I don't know
Is
if
it-
anyone remember this.
Is it? Sorry. Is that Punk apostrophe D as in like was it a prank show or something like that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Ashton Kutcher basically pranking celebrities.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Number 3, I don't know if anyone else is going to get this because it's quite obscure, but it was on CITV. It's called Pirate Island. Anyone remember it?
Don't know that one.
No, actually.
Oh, these siblings who get like transported into this video game. It's set in on an island, and there are pirates there.
Sounds familiar, actually, yeah.
Are you sure this
Yeah,
wasn't One
it's-
Piece?
No, it's not one of these. It was definitely on CITV. And it was they had to basically try and find their way out of the game.
Oh.
It was like I think it was like a computer their dad brought home, and yeah, and they basically got sucked into the game.
Pirate
You're looking at it, are you?
Islands. Yeah.
Pirate Island.
I mean, I wouldn't have heard of it because I was a BBC child. I'm really surprised Ozzy hasn't heard it. It sounds pretty cool, though.
It was pretty good, yeah. Pirate Island.
What I didn't watch exclusively. See,
It was an Australian kids show, but it aired on CITV and Nickelodeon UK, and yeah,
okay.
it was pretty good. But, number 2 is All Grown Up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
My number 1,
Hang on. What was All Grown Up? I recognise the name.
Rugrats.
Rugrats All Grown Up.
Ah,
basically.
okay.
Rugrats teenagers, basically.
What a
Yeah.
great theme song as well. It's one of those theme songs that is proper you can it's a great theme song.
Was it
and my number
was it
one-
the original Rugrats theme, but in the grunge style because they were
No,
rebellious
no.
teenagers?
It was a completely different theme.
It was the same but backwards with a satanic message in it.
God. No, honestly, look it up. It's a great theme song.
I will.
My number 1 is Little Britain.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched that loads.
It's not very PC of you, Alex. Get off the podcast. You're cancelled.
Well, actually, when the COVID hit, they redid some of their
Yes.
sketches,
Yes.
and obviously some of them obviously it would not fly today at all.
Yeah. I don't think
no,
we're
I-
allowed to do this one anymore. I remember
I
that.
love that. That's amazing. But no, yeah, I had DVDs. I watched a lot growing up on TV, but it didn't it wasn't. Yeah, majority would not fly today. It didn't change
different
my
times.
views or anything,
Yeah. I mean, they were quite. What was the other show where they were at the airport?
Oh, Come
Come
Fly With Me. That was
I got
so
taken off
good.
Netflix, didn't it?
Yeah. I got what? Sorry.
That got taken off Netflix, didn't it? Because loads of people,
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Yeah. Well, because
he
he
backed up.
he
Yeah.
backs up, yeah.
Yeah, I get why. It makes sense. Yeah, it's not a. Yeah, it's not like oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's my top 5.
Okay. No. Nice. Good winner.
So, yeah.
Nice, yes.
Rolling on me chicken dinner.
Britain.
Christian.
They did
It was Tom Baker, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
They did a few years ago.
That was before I even started watching Doctor Who.
Yeah, a
It
few
was
years ago they. Go on.
I was going to say, it probably would have been for us because 2003 was 2 years before they revived it. So. we weren't really-
yeah, of course.
I mean, actually, Christian, I know you watched the classics before.
UK
didn't you?
TV Gold.
Yeah. See, like, I dabbled in the classics in those days, but I never paid attention.
I
It
don't.
was
To be honest,
something people would have on. I'd find it
Yeah.
a bit interesting, but I'd never watch it.
I know I watched it, but I don't remember much. I remember vividly Delta and the Bannermen.
Okay.
I know I watched more than that one episode. Just didn't really go in. What was I
But
going to
yes.
say? Yeah, they brought it back. They revived it for a special one-off, because it was a radio show originally. They did a one-off radio show of it a few years ago called Little Brexit, which was it was a surprise as well. Like, the people in the audience didn't know that it was going to be Little Britain. They just knew it was a new, a thing from those two. I've forgotten their names, Matt Lucas and David Williams. So it was quite cool listening to that when the music starts and the narration starts. But I think it was John Coleshaw doing the narration. Or the audience just like lost their shit. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, sorry, it was me next. I don't know who I was waiting for.
Yeah, no, before I unravel the scrolls.
There it goes.
Yeah, sorry, it's very moist. I've got to dry it out.
Kept it in my prison pocket. Sorry for that image, everyone. Have you ever? Do you have? Have you ever had to like undo a roll of blue? This is going somewhere that isn't that. But do you know like blue roll, like the blue paper towels?
Yeah.
That's often used, and the way you it's not like loo roll where you peel it off on the outside. You've got to like peel the tube from the inside and pull the tube out.
Yeah, in modern day toy, we
Yeah.
got them all over the schools basically.
Yeah. And it just all comes out the middle of the tube. That's how I imagine the scroll coming out
Of my ass.
of your ass. Yes, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave that thought with you. My list for 2003: The Honourables, Brainiac colon science abuse. It's very topical.
Oh, I forgot about that. Brainiac, yeah. That was a good show.
Sorry. Yeah.
With John Tickle.
Oh, I need to try and find some of that actually.
There was a phrase they used. What was? Oh yeah, things that make you go hmm. That's right.
Things that make you go,
Because that's
Yeah.
still uttered even to this day. Then Penn and Teller colon bullshit exclamation mark.
Okay. See, I know Penn and Teller. I don't think I've watched that particular incarnation of theirs,
Yes.
though.
And that's good because it's just magicians trying to fool them. Oh, sorry, that's Penn and Teller fool us. Penn and Teller bullshit. I'm getting them mixed up. Was just their show. Beg your pardon.
It's just bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I googled the wrong one by accident and put the wrong one on the list. I did like Penn and Teller bullshit as well, but I've just realised Foolus isn't on the list.
Yeah.
me just-
Spoilers for a few years.
Yeah. Okay. Then Watch My Chops, aka
Yes, yeah.
Corneal
Oh, yeah.
A. Burney,
Yeah. Yeah.
and one that I only watched a week or two ago, but I found as a result of doing this list, and now have watched it and put it on the list, The Second Coming, as discussed
Oh.
in a previous episode, which was the one where Christopher Eccleston is the son of God.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember you saying that.
It's fantastic. Number 5,
Oh.
Mythbusters.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very good.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Number 4, Little Britain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 3, Peep Show,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
which is very, very good.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, hi. They were high a lot of the time, yeah. There's one episode that was always particularly resonated with me in Peep Show, which is the one where David Mitchell, which is his character's name,
Yeah. Yeah. It's all it's ever been known as.
yeah, makes a friend at work who's also into like sort of military and history and things like that, and then it turns out that he's like a
Yeah.
neo-Nazi.
Yeah. Yeah. I do know the one you're about. Yeah.
Which is like, when you are genuinely also a fan of military history and military, you find yourself falling into like YouTube rabbit holes that you need to back out of really quickly.
Before your country becomes a odd list.
Yeah.
And people start thinking, why is he searching these 15 things all after one after the other after the other? Yeah.
Oh dear. It's like when I was watching a lot of videos talking about why Chibnall's Doctor Who was so bad, I ended up falling into a rabbit hole that I had to quickly escape from, that was all very kind of misogynistic, you know, the kind of bloody women taking over and all that. Yeah, which you had to quickly kind of, oh shit, no, I don't want to watch that video, thanks.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate the overlaps that happen. Number 2, QI.
Oh, Quee.
Qui.
Dr. Quee.
Which I will say, I hope it's not too controversial a statement, but Sandy Toksvig is a far better host than Stephen Fry ever was.
I haven't watched enough of modern Quee.
I've never really watched it.
Here we are. Number 1, Creature Comforts.
Creature Comforts.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. That's why when you were like, do you guys remember this? Please.
I didn't know if, yeah.
It's something I've watched many, many times.
Oh, nice. I'm not the only one.
There we go.
Double check. Ah. Might have stolen then. part of which was in 2003. IMDb's got something wrong, which I've
Yeah.
just had to double check because it wasn't on Christian's list in any way, and I would have assumed it'd be on there in some way.
Okay.
Basically, IMDb's got it marked as 2003, but Wikipedia is only giving me 2004 onwards.
Okay.
Is it
It's
related to a zoo in any way?
the first series was, yeah.
Yes, because I originally had it on 2003, and then I realised that it was wrong, and I'm not sure where that 2003 came from, and I was glad I double-checked. And I made a mental note to bring it up, but I forgot, so thanks.
Yeah, I've just double-checked, and it's IMDb saying 2003 to 2007.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they got that. Well, I can look for one. But so I can knock that one off, which changes my list up a little bit.
Yeah, it was
But
a
that's
strange
cool.
one because it wasn't even like there was a pilot or anything, or they took the radio show start date or something. Like they literally just got the wrong year. So yeah, it was
Because the radio show started like 5 odd years before or something, wasn't it? It was a decent chunk of years before the TV series.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll get to that next year.
we'll get to that next year. You will definitely hear about that from me next year. I can.
Yes,
I'll give you that spoiler.
I don't know where it will be in my list because I haven't searched up the rest of that year, so I don't know if anything will beat it out. But
Yes.
at the moment, off the top of my head, it's probably going to be my number one.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah. Anyway, to start my list as usual, we don't have the
Pull out the cardboard
honourables.
tube.
Yeah.
So the episode title for today, I think, might be "Blue Roll of the Anus." I don't know.
Blue roll. Oh, blue roll. It's like loo roll, but
Yeah. We always call it Blue Roll in the office.
blue roll for your ass.
Like we had J Cloth of the Mind before, which is one of my favourite episode titles. It is Blue Roll of the Anus. It's the sequel.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
sorry.
yeah,
Go on.
Before we get into the honourables, we get into the obscurables.
Ooh, the Obscurials.
Obscurials, yeah. The things that I know I watched, but I've only got very vague recollections of. So we have Hope and Faith, which is some American sitcom about sisters. Can't remember much, but I know I watched it a lot.
They're called
Oh, yeah,
Cressida and Jemima.
That show.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
just suddenly came back to me. I was like, why does that name ring a bell? And I remembered.
We have
Just-
Astro Boy Tetsuwan Otoma,
Oh,
which is just Astro
Yeah.
Boy over here. I again watched some of it, don't remember much.
just on when the first female name I thought of was for some reason Cressida. It reminded me the former commissioner of the Met Police was a lady called Cressida Dick, and she was an
Cressida
answer.
Dick?
She was an answer on Pointless once, and the guy gave her name. The guy got her name wrong and said Caressa Dick. And
God.
Xander Armstrong said, like, could you just say that again for me? He goes, Caressa Dick. Like,
Oh, God.
what's his name? Richard Osman is just in the corner, just
Trying
desperately
not to...
trying to keep a straight face. It cuts to him for a bit. And after they gave the answer, he was like, well, the good news is you've just made 250 quid from It'll Be Alright on the Night. Caressa Dick.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, sorry, go on.
Yeah, the next one, I don't know if it was just a weird fever dream or I might have been high at the time or something, but Boohbah.
Oh,
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Little,
how
I don't know what you
spell?
call them, but yeah.
Yeah.
How spell?
B-A, isn't it?
Boo.
Boohbah?
Boohbah.
Okay.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah. I had this fever dream as well.
Yeah, they
It
were
must have
weird, they
been
were.
the CIA put an LSD in the water supply. We all had the same experience. Oh my God! There's a picture here of just the head without the body.
Oh God. Does it look terrifying?
Absolutely, yes.
Stick it in the...
Hang on.
Stick it in the chat.
Oh, why can't I just...
Stick it in your little chat.
You'll have to get the whole web page rather than the image, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, I see the image.
Wait. Oh, I keep getting on my phone.
Because in the dream, they had, like, folds of skin.
Oh dear God, that's terrifying.
Didn't they? They had folds of skin from the bottom of their eyes downwards, which I assume was the pelt of their enemies. And,
It looked like it was like fluffy, wasn't it?
yeah.
You only see from the eyes up, basically.
But the actual head has the whole face that has no mouth yet must scream.
Creepy.
Has a nose yet smells awful.
Yeah, that's so creepy. I don't like it. Oh my God.
Oh dear. Anyway. Carrying on. The Rubber Dubbers. Which, another one of those kids.
Splish, splash, splish, splash. They are the Rubber Dubbers, splish, splash, splosh. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my cousin's favourites.
Oh, really? That one?
It's, again, this was around the point where I was probably too old for it, but I'd still dabble in kids' shows. So, anyway. Then we have our... Actually, these two, the next two, I have seen at least one episode of each of them. So, we can say I have seen them when we get to my normal Toku shout-outs, which is Kamen Rider Faiz and Bakuryu Sentai Abba Ranger.
Oh. Abba Ranger.
Abba Ranger.
Waterloo.
It's okay. No, I think it's dinosaur themed. Oh, actually, the next one, it's the anime I don't... Actually, the whole thing I don't remember too much about, but basically the anime is based off of the first ever manga I read. Which is, it's... The English is Leave It to Pyokuyo.
Leave it to Beavis.
Leave It to Pyoko. Leave It to Pyoko, but let me attempt this. The Japanese is Pyoko ni Omokase Pyo. So
Cool.
just chuck that in there.
Nice.
Just a fun little tidbit that this was kind of what made me dabble with manga in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day. And the final of the Obscurables is Jacob Tutu.
Oh.
What?
It's the prequel to, what's that film? Billy Elliot.
Oh, okay. Jacob Tutu, yeah. No, I can't remember too much about it. I just know it was on CBBC a lot.
Right.
So that's my Obscurables. Now into the honourables. We have Big Cook, Little Cook. Welcome to our cafe.
Wait, was that this year?
According to IMDb, we can check it on Wiki again because IMDb have a
crap!
history.
Okay, I would have put that in there.
Exactly.
All right.
It's been running for many, many generations, because what happens is the Big Cook, at a certain point, like, spawns the Little Cook, and then the Little Cook grows, the Big Cook withers and dies, and then the Little Cook grows into the new Big Cook and absorbs the life force of the former Big Cook, like when you take a dragon soul in Skyrim, and then uses that to spawn a new Little Cook.
Now you see, Wiki's giving me 2004 again.
Wiki's saying, actually, that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, I was also going to say that it has been rebooted nowadays to be a new iteration of Big Cook, Little Cook with new Big Cook, Little Cook.
Okay.
I have that in my mentions 2004, but I remember having such a huge crush on the guy, on a ginger guy.
Okay, yeah, I know you're on about.
I don't remember his name.
Those two also host like a almost lost media show from back around. It was a show called Crash Test Dummies, and it's hard to find the entire series.
Okay.
But I remember watching a lot of that back in the day.
What's it called? Crash Test Dummies.
Crash
It was
Test
a rock band.
No.
No?
Dummies TV show.
TV show. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
in
Oh,
2007.
God, it looked terrifying. Jeez.
But it was basically them two doing a Brainiac style show.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at completely the wrong thing then.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I'm
were in
looking at the
orange
Incredible Crash
jumpsuits.
Dummies.
Yeah.
TV film. I thought, yeah, Stephen Dan Crash Machines. Okay. I wonder why it's lost then.
That's
No one
I just think it was one of those shows that didn't really get much
take off.
traction.
Yeah.
I remember I used to watch it on one of those obscure channels at like 4:00 in the morning.
Do you reckon
It was
give it 70 years, they'll do an animation of it and release it on DVD, like with the Lost
think it was
Doctor Who
on-
episodes?
Oh, maybe, yeah. No, I think it was what channel did Brainiac used to show on?
Sky One.
There used to be a Freeview channel that it would show on.
Ah.
And then whatever Freeview channel it used to always be shown on, that same channel would show this, but like early hours of the morning. And it'd be one of those, this was 2007, so this was sort of, this was a couple of years into my stonerness. So I would have been up quite late some nights.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah. Where did we get to? How did we get to the Big Cook, Little Cook? That's it. And they've now rebooted Big Cook, Little Cook with
Cardboard box.
I don't know the names of the women. Ibinabo Jack as Big Cook, Jen and Courtney Bowman as Little Cook Small.
No idea.
No, I only found this out today actually because it was on CBeebies when my nephew was watching it.
Oh, okay.
But
You
yeah,
could have,
that was that.
they did like another channel tried to copy it and make their own version, and it was just called Cooks of Various Sizes.
Little Chef, Big Chef,
Yeah.
or Large Chef, Tiny Chef, or something.
Yeah.
But seeing as Big Cook, Little Cook won't be released until next year, this entire 5-10 minutes we've just spent talking about it was completely pointless.
I will scrub it from the archives.
Moving on. Next, we have Lilo and Stitch, the series.
I need to watch that. I do want to watch that. Is it good?
Right, pretty good. Yeah, it's not up to the standards of the film, but it was fun.
Fair enough.
We have 2.5 Men. Then we have That's So Raven.
Oh yeah.
Then we have Danny Phantom.
Fanny Dantum.
And then we have Mythbusters, which I've not watched a lot of, to be fair. I've watched episodes, but I'd never watched whole series worths or anything like that.
Right.
Then we have Creature Comforts.
Oh.
Nice.
Then we have Peep Show. Then we have Jakers, The Adventures of Piggly
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Then we have Aqui. Then we have Cornel et Bernet. Or Watch My Chops.
D'accord.
Yeah, oui. Then we have Brainiac, Science Abuse.
Nice.
Then we have Power Rangers, Ninja Storm. Power Rangers is starting to creep its way further up the lists nowadays. We've hit the era where I've started to actually get into Power Rangers.
There's a 5th column of Power Rangers insidiously weeding its way into the podcast.
It's like normally my Power Ranger shout out would be along with like the Sentai and it would be quite early on in my list, but this one's made it into the honorables this year. Then we have Shaolin. I'm bad with that word. Is it Shaolin? You know, like the Chinese.
Shaolin?
Shaolin? Yeah. Shaolin Showdown, basically. About 4 Kung Fu kids who had to go around getting magical items. Then we have Kerching. TikTok. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Kerching.
I remember that.
Oh, did they invent TikTok?
No, but that was they predicted it because that was the lyrics to the theme song, wasn't it?
For TikTok.
Oh god, yeah. Oh my god.
Don't stop, Kerching.
Oh, that's nostalgic.
Right. Actually, seeing as neither of you two mentioned this one either. I want to double check. IMDb seems bad for this year.
I always go to Wiki. It has like the release dates and stuff.
Okay, so what's the... See, there's the... Oh my days. 2009. Okay, so no. I could be wrong with one of them, so we may only be on my top 4.
2009?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's... I think I
Unless
might know which one it is. Hang on.
It might... They did... I think they had an animated one beforehand, which might have been what their...
It is the one I was thinking of. But...
Is that the one that was in 2003?
I didn't have that in 2003 either.
No, that's what's made me think of it possibly not being this year, because I would have assumed Christian would have at least.
It's me, Christian. Why is it so hard to find?
It says they had an animated series in 2001.
Yeah. Was this...
Nothing about what's 2003 got to do with it then. But yeah, for some
Weird.
reason it's in IMDb under 2003. Well, scratch that one off again. I'm gonna have to start double checking every fucking thing I do.
I think there's 2 IMDb pages I've found. So if I Google TV shows released in blah blah blah, there's normally TV show debuts and TV series released between 1st of January and 31st of December. I found before that the TV show debuts gets it all wrong, and the other one
Yeah, I think
that
I
has the
normally
exact
do the
dates.
ones released between.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that actually sounded familiar to me when you said it.
Well, anyway, it's...
Well, that one's definitely this year, and the other 2 mentioned by you, and I believe that 2003 sounds right for my winner anyway. Just double check. Sorry, there's been more than one that's been wrong this year, so I just want to double check. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We're all good from here on in. So my top 4 are all grown up. I really want to shout it out.
Yeah.
Then we have Teen Titans, TEENTITANS, Teen Titans. Let's go. Then we have Britain in at number 2. It was, however, beaten out by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 2003.
Is that your winner?
Right.
I've lost
My
count.
winner, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This was technically the era of Turtles I grew up with, even though it's been beaten out as my favorite era of Turtles since. But yeah, this was like the era that got me into Ninja Turtles in the first place.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
When you
And
came out of your shell,
hadn't-
as regards turtles, as it were.
Yes, yeah. Well, I knew I always liked turtles as an animal, but this was when I got into the Ninja Turtles. It was at the height of me sort of getting into like martial arts stuff, and it was sort of like martial arts mixed with turtles is kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
It was around this era Jackie Chan came out. Was that like last year or the year before? Did we had that? at any
I
point?
think we've had that one.
Yeah, but this is around the
2000.
same like couple. Yeah, so from like late 90s, early 2000s was where I sort of started getting into the whole martial arts aspect of,
Yeah.
well, martial arts.
Cool. So we got Creature Comforts, Little Britain, and Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
No, actually, no.
No.
This is the Ninja Turtle. This was when they got over the whole Ninja Hero thing. Hero Turtles
I
was
know.
the 80s.
But I always
No,
call it
but
that.
they're completely different shows.
I know.
it's different shows.
It's a whole
I'm
new
trying-
game,
I'm,
Lewis.
I'm trying to think of an example of a show that it's like saying TOS is Next Generation.
Well, that is the same show. It's the same. It's the same story.
Yeah. All right. It's like trying to say that Star Trek is like Underdecks or whatever it was.
Undergarments.
Undergarments. That's it. Completely different shows.
Yeah.
They just happen to feature similar elements. No. But yeah. But no. But yeah. But no. But yeah. But no. But yeah.
No, but anyway.
Anyway, I ain't talking about nothing or rubbish or nothing.
I think that character did so much for the perception of Bristol around the country.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned that they went to, Williams and Lucas went to Bristol Uni? And the closest I've ever come to knowing someone famous. No, actually, no, it's not the closest. No, I tell a lie, there's a couple of school connections. Maybe the third closest. Was that someone I was friends with for 2 years at school-ish. Their dad was their lecturer.
Oh.
And he was in one of the radio episodes as a special guest voice. He's the character that would call up the university lecturer and be like, Martin, it's Linda. I've got a student here who wants an extension in there. That Martin was my friend's dad. It was meant to be him.
Okay.
Oh, fair.
That's like no connection to me at all, but it's the third closest I've ever come to fame. The other two are a story for another day. Neither of them are as near anywhere near either. Cool.
Well, fuck off then, everyone.